What if I told you that someone could influence your decisions, shape your emotions, and even make you question your own reality without ever raising their voice or forcing you to do anything? Sounds like science fiction, right? But the truth is, these techniques are happening every single day. They're used by salespeople trying to close a deal, politicians trying to win votes, influencers trying to get clicks, and sometimes even the people closest to you. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on the 7 most powerful manipulation techniques in psychology. Once you learn to recognize these tactics, you'll never look at conversations the same way again. Before we jump into these manipulation techniques, I need you to pause for just 2 seconds and hit subscribe. And here's why. The tactics you're about to learn aren't just interesting facts. They're real psychological weapons that people use every day in relationships, workplaces, sales pitches, and even politics. The more you understand how these tricks work, the less power anyone will ever have over you. That's why subscribing isn't just supporting this channel, it's protecting your own decision-making power. And make sure you watch this video all the way till the end, because I'm going to share a real-life example of a manipulation strategy that even trained psychologists can miss. And knowing that one could literally save you from being controlled. 1. Gaslighting. Making you doubt your own reality. Gaslighting is the manipulator's ultimate weapon. It's when someone denies facts, rewrites history, or twists your words until you start questioning your own memory and sanity. Example: imagine you clearly remember a conversation about an important decision, but when you bring it up, the other person insists, "I never said that. You're overreacting. You must have imagined it." Over time, you start second-guessing yourself. Maybe you did misunderstand. Maybe you're too sensitive. Defense. Keep written or voice notes of key conversations. Trust your gut feelings. Check the facts with a neutral third party. The key is to anchor yourself in objective evidence. 2. Love bombing. Hooking you with intense affection. This one starts like a dream. The manipulator showers you with attention, gifts, praise, and affection. It feels like instant soulmate connection. But the goal isn't love, it's control. Example: early in a relationship, someone texts you constantly, surprises you with big gestures, and says, "I can't live without you," after only a few days. Then, just as you get emotionally invested, the affection suddenly stops. Your brain craves the high of their approval, so you chase them, giving them all the power. Defense. Slow down new relationships. Healthy love grows steadily. It doesn't sprint. Notice when someone pushes for commitment before trust is earned. 3. Foot in the door. The sneaky chain of small yeses. Psychologists discovered that if you agree to a small request first, you're far more likely to agree to a bigger one later. Manipulators use this to get compliance step by step. Example: a neighbor asks, "Can you sign this harmless petition?" A week later, they ask, "Can you host a meeting?" You feel obligated because you already said yes before. Defense. Treat each request as brand new. Don't feel trapped by past favors. It's okay to say no, even if you said yes before. 4. Mirroring and rapport hacking. Instant trust builders. Humans like people who are like us. A skilled manipulator will subtly copy your body language, tone of voice, or interest to create an illusion of connection. Example: you meet someone new and they magically share your taste in music, mimic your gestures, and finish your sentences. You feel understood, but it may be a calculated move to lower your guard. Defense. Take note when someone seems too similar. True connection develops naturally, not instantly. 5. Fear-guilt switch. Controlling with emotion. Fear narrows your thinking. Guilt makes you overcompensate. Manipulators trigger these emotions to steer your choices. Example: a coworker says, "If you don't support my idea, we could all lose our jobs." Fear. Or a family member says, "After everything I've done for you, you can't even help me once?" Guilt. Defense. Pause before reacting. Ask, would I make the same decision if I wasn't scared or guilty? 7. Triangulation. Pulling a third person into conflict. Instead of dealing with you directly, a manipulator drags in someone else to create jealousy, competition, or confusion. Example: they say, "Even Alex thinks you're wrong," or constantly compare you to an ex. You end up fighting for their approval instead of addressing the real issue. Defense. Keep issues one-on-one. Refuse to compete for attention. 7. Information overload. Overwhelming your brain. The human brain hates uncertainty. By flooding you with too many details, statistics, or options, manipulators make you mentally tired. When overwhelmed, people default to the choice the manipulator quietly recommends. Example: a salesperson bombards you with technical jargon until you say, "Fine, just give me the one you think is best." Defense. Take breaks. Simplify choices. Decide on your own time, away from the pressure. Why these techniques work? All these methods tap into basic psychological principles: our need for connection, our fear of rejection, our habit of conserving mental energy. Manipulators don't need magic powers. They just exploit normal human wiring. What's the sneakiest manipulation tactic you've ever spotted in real life? Was it in a relationship, at work, or even in a random ad? Your story might help someone else escape a trap, so share it in the comments. Encouraging real experiences boosts engagement and creates a learning community. Manipulation isn't always obvious. It doesn't look like hypnosis or mind control. It's small words, subtle gestures, and carefully timed emotions. But once you see the pattern, you'll recognize it everywhere. And that recognition is power. It gives you the freedom to pause, question, and choose for yourself. If these insights opened your eyes, don't just walk away. Take back your power. Hit like so this video reaches more people who need this knowledge, and subscribe so you never miss the next breakdown of hidden psychology. Every video on this channel is designed to make you stronger, sharper, and impossible to manipulate. Your one click isn't just a number. It tells the algorithm to spread this information to thousands of others who might be getting played right now. And if you caught yourself recognizing at least one of these tactics from your own life, drop a comment below. Your story could be the wake-up call that saves someone else. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.